Hey, this is Sierra Bailey from Manic Trout Jewelry, and today I wanted to show you a peek behind the scenes at the one-of-a-kind necklaces coming out as part of the Holiday 13 collection. I started making jewelry many years ago because as a child I became a little bit obsessed with collecting vintage jewelry. As I got older, I realized that I loved so many parts of vintage jewelry, but I didn't really like the styles of vintage jewelry as much. It felt a little dated. So when I was a very young teen, I started taking apart all of the jewelry that I collected, leaving me with things like in this bowl right here. If you've watched any of my videos or seen behind the scenes of Manic Trout, you know I'm obsessed with organizing my materials in bowls. And I would be left with a variety of beads such as vintage crystals and different lucite and glass beads. Now, of course, there are some making materials like this, but there was something so cool that I really enjoyed about taking apart something that was old and bringing them back and making them kind of new into something that I wanted to wear. As time has gone by, I now have to make jewelry that can be sold more than one of a kind, so I have unfortunately lost the ability to use a lot of vintage materials and instead use things like vintage illustrations for my animals and things like that. With the one-of-a-kind collection for this holiday season, however, I have revisited all of my materials and amassed a great deal of a specific kind of button that are ball buttons, and you can see the whole of them. It's actually in the bottom part of the circle. This is a button that would then be on a shirt and kind of stick out. I'm assuming the 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, probably. Not that great with the period of fashion of specific materials, but I think of what I've collected, it's about that time. And I have also gathered some new glass, but for the most part, vintage materials, such as, these different vintage glass beads that you can see down here, and a lot of crystals and some lucite beads mixed in as well, and have made them into pretty enormous statement pieces, which you can see are very fun and very bold, and each one is one of a kind and really has been like a work of art that I have put together. So I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of the process and a little bit of what has been used to make these necklaces, and know how truly special they are, that each one contains not only my putting together what I think is a wonderful assortment of colors and textures, but really pieces of history from fashion. I hope you enjoyed this little tour in the studio today. And remember, manictrout.com if you're interested in getting a better look at the jewelry. Thank you. Bye.